from the You Never Know series. Oh my goodness, I pulled up to the house today. I didn't even venture to this house myself yesterday because we got something like 13 inches of snow within 24 hours. I just now cleared these stairs, but you see all the packed snow? And do you see all the tracks that wander around the house? Yes, we had a horrible overnight snowstorm, and then we had more snow yesterday, about 3 inches in the middle of the day. So, freak snowstorm for a November, early November time frame. But do you see the worn paths? Yes, the plumbers got out here yesterday, making the long drive, working in the crawl space. My goodness, are you kidding me? I didn't want to go 2 miles. I know that most of these guys, they came up a significant distance to get things done, and now I'm really glad that I cleaned up in here and swept a bunch of things. We have new plumbing. Looks like the drains got done yesterday. The supply lines are being worked on, and all of this, remember when this was all nice and clean? No longer. We're still cleaning this up and working on it. I see they opened the vent down here yesterday to get some good heat going, so at least they were warm. But what a day wading through a foot of snow and having to go into a crawl space. Yuck. I'll just say it. Yuck. There are some days I really appreciate that I had an office job for so long, because this doesn't look like any fun. But hey, I can be excited because, we have a lot more plumbing work done. And the fact that the drains are done, I was able to come clear a little snow here today. We'll get some drywall finishing done. We're going to do some work on taking down some of the high points and then taking some of the shine off the old paint so we can get some more on. You can see it's actually very pretty out here. It is not warm, but it is pretty. We have quite a bit of snow, but it's melting off already. By the end of the week, all 13 inches will be gone. Of course, the water isn't frozen yet, which is great. Makes for a beautiful time seeing the trees changing and the colors contrasting with the snow. Very pretty. Today's a big one. You see that? That is the start of paint. Fresh, clean paint. You know, it's interesting, as I started doing this job today, I couldn't help but notice that a lot of the paint work that's been done here is very odd. Like, look at the sheen on the ceiling in some places, not others. Now, some of that's mud patches and things, but if you look closely, you'll see that there's like 3 different colors on the wall. So up here, for instance, you've got one color here, you've got one color here, you've got another color down here, and somebody rolled this and didn't do the cutting in. And so when they did that, you've got one white here, you've got another white underneath, and then of course all the patching. So this is gonna be a very unifying experience, and you can see a lot of imperfections have been taken out. I just painted that ceiling area right there above the door, and oh, so clean. And we're going with a flat finish in here. You know, it is a 1960 something house, and so as such, there are some imperfections that are just gonna be here in the house. And so, well, I'll give you the quick tour here, and then we'll come back around to it and see how it looks for the after. Lots of sanding's been done, but wow, what a big day. And you can see here lots of materials ready to go. Paint, pan liners, rollers, brushes. Oh, let's get this thing done. We're using Sherwin-Williams flat, and we're using actually one of the favorites of Joanna Gaines of the Magnolia fame. This is the alabaster color, kind of an off-white. We've come to really love this in our houses. It's just so fresh. We have it in our own house in a lot of the rooms. And it goes with so many different things, furniture-wise and otherwise. So here we go. let's see how it turns out. So here you can see, once again, just kind of what we're dealing with as far as the paint goes. You got some white, you got some beige, you got some yellowy colors. But this is where the walls have been painted, not fully trimmed or edged out in this bedroom. But what a wide series of colors. Ceiling's starting to look great. Walls are getting rolled. Plumbers are out working on the well, making sure that the new water drains out clean. And we are fixing that. Oh yeah. Well, today they were here, and of course they were working on the well, getting it all bled out, I guess, all the air and all the mud and stuff out. Can I show you something really exciting? This is a big day. See that spigot? For the first time in a decade, it's got water and it's clean. Once we get the bathroom flooring in, then they can finish this project. We are one day away from completed plumbing, HVAC, all the stuff we've been waiting on for the utilities is now almost done. People knock me all the time for driving a Ridgeline. That is over 1,000 pounds of flooring. Went right in the back, and yeah, that's not weighted down. We're still under capacity by hundreds of pounds for this truck for its payload, and so I'm going back in for a few more things. We're gonna get this thing loaded up well today. Thanks, Honda. Okay, that's better. Now the bed's really full. Let's go unload this flooring going in the bathroom. Next step. Woohoo! Well, there's most of it. Each one of those boxes is 30 pounds. I'm bringing them in 2 at a time. Wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the stairs, of course. But even then, it wasn't too bad. This is the day where I appreciate having redone the stairs. Coming down these stairs, I've seen some incredibly heavy stuff, from appliances, furnaces, and of course now flooring. And it's handled it just fine, but this is the last box. Thank goodness. Wow, what a lot of work. Here's a little tip today. One of our windows faces right at the neighbor's entry door here at the lake. Just the way the houses are situated, most of the entry doors are on the side for these long ways houses on the lot. The problem with this one is, it's the bathroom. No privacy whatsoever. So this stuff is my secret weapon, the frosted glass spray for less than 10 bucks. There it is, completely frosted. So this is just the right solution in my opinion. We've got this on several houses now, and it's, if you've got a clear window, it's a great alternative to that, which of course is not so good when you are in the bathroom. Before we continue in the bathroom, let's get some twigs burned. It's a good day for that. And so it begins. The first piece of flooring is laid. Let's go. If you ever wonder why flooring is so expensive, it's not really the parts, it's the labor. This is just one of the easier cuts. Yikes. Flooring. The bathroom is ready for the plumbers to finish up. That corner was awful, as you can imagine. Lots of things to cut around. There's more pipes behind here. But it's in. There's caulk around the sides and stuff too to kind of waterproof it, make sure anything that happens water-wise, it'll go down that drain. So that's kind of important. Got a real wet room here, of course. And then this vanity we're going to clean up and reuse. So next up, the plumbers get to wrap this space and we can move forward with more flooring. You can also see that current status here. The other bedroom's being painted right now, but this one is done. Looks pretty good. A couple little spots to touch up here, but it's pretty clean, and that is exciting.